Hi, Mark Salmon here, and welcome to this presentation, which is called Internet Marketing, the Bare Essentials. And the reason I've created this is that as soon as you get into internet marketing and you get on a few marketers lists and so on, you start to get overwhelmed with the number of strategies, opportunities, tactics, trainings, plugins, systems. You know, there are many ways to make money online, but there is really a sort of a core system that you really need to concentrate on. And that's the purpose of this presentation, is to explain to you, the core essentials of internet marketing, so that once you start to get involved with internet marketing, or indeed you may have been internet marketing for some time and have yet to make much, if any, money, and you're wondering why, perhaps returning back to the essentials will help you to get back onto the right track. Now, I've just put together a brief mind map to keep us on track, and I'll just talk you through the bare essentials that you're going to need in your internet marketing system. And I'll explain to you why you need these elements, their purposes, and then really I'll give you a suggestion as to where you can go to perhaps practice these these essentials, so that once you get that down, you can then go off and do other things. But you really need to go back to the sort of the core elements. So let's see if I can just find this this mind map for you. I really need to close down a few of my it's not actually showing up here. Let's just go back again. Let's just close that down. Let's just use the entire screen, and then I'll just go to right. Hopefully you're going to see my mind map here. It's called Internet Marketing, the Bare Essentials. And the first thing that you're going to really need is some way of capturing the contact details of your prospects or audience. Now, traditionally, this is done through a squeeze page. Now, obviously, the copy or the headline and the headline offer on your squeeze page is absolutely critical to your conversions. You really need to have a sort of some real impact, and the squeeze page needs to be sort of really targeted at your target audience. And to get the best out of any sort of squeeze page, you need to be able to test variations for a higher conversion rate. But initially, you probably don't want to complicate things. Just get a squeeze page up and start driving some traffic to it to see if it converts. Now, I'll come on to the fact that you really need to find a way of monitoring how many people are looking at your squeeze page and how many are opting in to get your conversion rate. And to save people who may want to click away from your squeeze page, you may want to add some sort of exit pop-up to the page, which on average will save about 10% of your traffic and get them to come back to onto your list. Obviously, there are other ways to create a list. For example, you can create and sell products, and you can capture details when they sort of register into your into your membership site, for example, or indeed if you're selling through an affiliate platform like JVZoo or Warrior Plus, you can capture details. you can create a sort of some sort of list on Facebook where you get likes and friends. That's any way of actually messaging people, such as through Facebook, is a kind of list. The same with Twitter followers, YouTube subscribers, and blog subscribers. The only thing I would mention about all these methods for creating lists, as I said before, is that you must have statistics. You must know the number of people that are viewing your messages, the number of people who are then clicking on the link within the message to go through to your offer, and the number of people opting in or buying your offer. And of course, if you're actually selling something, the sales revenue and your cost per click, so that you can work out your earnings per click, your profit per click at the end of the day. So, and the critical thing about keeping stats is that once you know something is working, it'll motivate you to do more of that action, but it also enables you to sort of know the right things to do. It enables you to improve what you've already got. So if you know that something's working at converting at 15%, if I make this change, will it convert at 20, 30 or 40%? If you don't know your control figure, you don't know what your page is converting at, then it's difficult to improve on it, or to know that you've improved on it, unless you're keeping statistics. So whatever method you use to create a list, I want you to bear in mind that you should be numbers driven if you're wanting to be serious about creating a business. So whatever method you choose, you must have a way of gathering the statistics. Now, of course, it's all very well to have a squeeze page, but you need to have an offer to put on the squeeze page, and preferably connect your free front-end offer to some sort of sales funnel, because that's going to maximize your revenue per click if you can actually put subsequent offers after the squeeze page. Although, again, I don't want that to slow you down. Obviously, the essential thing is that you get the squeeze page up and start building a list of subscribers and so on, and then later on add in further offers to monetize the traffic coming into the sort of free squeeze page. And again, if you've got a sales funnel, you need to be tracking conversions throughout the sales funnel, and have a way of doing that, whether it's Google Analytics, or if you've got your paid offers on something like JVZoo or Warrior Plus, they'll give you the statistics through their system, sort of thing. So whatever you do, again, if you've got a sales funnel up and running after your squeeze page, then you need to be tracking the stats and then trying to improve the stats. Now, obviously, within your sales funnel, I include email marketing as being part of your sales funnel, the follow-up process. And again, you're going to need offers for your email marketing, so that you can make alternative offers through your email marketing follow-up. So having an offer flow that's relevant to the the people that you bring onto your list is critical to your marketing process. And these offers can be your own products, or they can be affiliate offers that you've researched and you can recommend. Then the other vital thing in your system is that obviously you need an autoresponder to connect your squeeze page to, and your sales funnel to, so that you can collect the email addresses which are essential to your follow-up process, and for you to be able to send subsequent messages and promotions to them. So the autoresponder is really the must-have tool that you have in your system. And that autoresponder could be something like Aweber or GetResponse, or one of the other the many autoresponders. The other thing, as I say, is to enable you to track who's clicking on your links, particularly if you're sort of bringing traffic into your site. You want to know what sort of traffic is working, what's actually converting. So you basically want to have a system where you can create a new link for each marketing campaign so that you can actually see how your traffic is converting once it reaches your squeeze page or sales funnel, so that you can discover what works and then optimize the system, and then of course rinse and repeat what works. So it's just then, once you've got something that's working well and converting well, it then becomes just a matter of how much traffic you can introduce into the front end of your marketing system, your squeeze page. And that can either be free traffic, such as having a link in a blog comment, or it may be a link from a blog post that you've optimized for the search engines, and people have read your blog post and click on your link. And that link, as I say, is something created through your link tracker, so you can see how many people are clicking on the link and then how many people are converting through your squeeze page. Again, forum commenting, or it could be social media sharing, such as on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, or LinkedIn. There are many social media sharing sites. Or indeed, you could actually send a message. If you've got a list already, you could send a message to your existing list, particularly if you've got a paid offer that you want to offer them. And also, you may want to have affiliates, for example. If you've got affiliates, you wouldn't want to send affiliates to a free offer. You'd really want to send affiliates to one of your paid offers, so that they can obviously get paid in return for sending the traffic. And obviously there are paid traffic sources such as solo ads, Facebook ads, Google AdWords, banner ads, media buys, and promoted videos on YouTube. So there are all sorts of ways of driving traffic to your squeeze page or your sales funnel once you've got it set up. But as I say, the important thing is that you track which traffic sources are working, so that you can see whether the traffic source is profitable for you. In other words, that you're getting subscribers and sales, preferably sales income, to monetize the traffic. Now, it may be that you have a system already set up which is okay, in which case you don't really need any additional help. But I've discovered a little system called Listspark, which offers you free squeeze pages that have already been tested. It also gives you the ability, it's got an offer and offers built into the system that will enable you to get started completely for free. The only thing that you need to do is to sign up with an autoresponder if you don't already have one. And you can sign up with Aweber for just $1 for, I think, the first 30 days, or you can get response for free initially, and of course then there's a premium a priced offer on the end of get response. But initially you can get started for very little money, if anything, completely free if you want to. Also, Listspark has a link tracker system built into it, so that means that the only thing left to actually do once you've got your Listspark system set up, which, as I say, they provide the essentials free apart from the autoresponder, is to drive traffic to your front-end squeeze page. Now, as I said, you can do that free, particularly with, say, social media, sharing a link on Facebook, for example, or your Twitter, or creating a YouTube video with a link in the description. Whatever way you want to do it, you can actually drive traffic free, or you can use one of the paid resources. And this system is called Listspark. It addresses all the essentials, as I've just mentioned. It also includes training on the core essentials, such as how to drive traffic, and how to use a link tracker, and so on. So, and it's a really, really great introduction to internet marketing. And my thoughts are that once you've got the real basics, the bare essentials of internet marketing down through a system like Listspark, you can then go off and look at other internet marketing offers and see how they can be used to leverage and build this sort of core system and build it. And then once you've got this core system really sorted out in your own mind, you can go off and do some other more exciting things possibly. But as I say, it's just a question of going back to the essentials, getting the essential requirements of internet marketing down, and this Listspark system, which, as I say, you can join completely for free. There is a pro version which is $19.95 per month, which I personally recommend, but you don't have to have it if you don't want it. But as I say, I do recommend that you at least give that a try for $19.95. If you don't find that it's working for you after a month, obviously you can cancel it. But I believe that you won't cancel it if you take the system, take action on the system, start driving traffic into the squeeze pages they provide. And as I say, I highly recommend it. So I'm just going to close down my mind map now and come back to you. And as I say, those are the core essential skills, tools that you need to get your internet marketing business underway. Listspark will give you the training, the tools, and the link tracking, so it gives you all the stats if that's something you don't already have access to, or you don't understand, for example, Google Analytics, which can be a little bit technical to set up. But hopefully that's been useful to you. And if you want to look at the Listspark system, I provided a link to it. If you click on the link within the video or in the description below the video, then that will take you to the Listspark system to take and a video which will explain more about it. So that's Mark Salmon signing off, and I hope you found that useful.